Wait, what? Oh my god! Hi. So today I'm using my studio light with the highest intensity level. Previous two episodes, especially episode 2, have been recorded in low light, which affected the quality immensely. I did not expect it to be that bad, and if you watch those episodes, I'm really sorry you had to suffer through that, but thank you for doing so. Anyway, from now on, I'm gonna be consistently blaring strong light into my face, burning my eyes. Gotta keep this semi-professional. Previous episode was kinda slow. There was just action in the end, which I did appreciate. The bone snapping was amazing. Hope we get more of that. I am interested in White Tiger character. I hope he gets out, and I feel like he might be teaming up with Daredevil in the future. Really not digging that the therapy arc with Fisk and Vanessa. Hopefully they're gonna wrap that up quickly. I'm not about that at all. I think that's all I have to say, and it's time to watch the episode. But before we do, know that the uncut version of this reaction is available on my Patreon and Ko-Fi pages, links in the description. All the future uncut's gonna be appearing there sooner than the edited versions on YouTube, so keep that in mind. So if you don't want to wait or just want to support me, check those out. But for now, let's go. I hope that Punisher shows up in this episode,
Resistance
but
is
I
hurting you
don't
with
expect it. I feel like it's gonna
traditional
happen later on. I don't know if that's a scream of like, oh no, they made me do this again, I really didn't want to come back to this, or if he was actually enjoying it. Maybe a little bit of both.
Palm trees and the cookie. This little tree frog.
Frogs are cute.
And the cookie, it mates for life, right? So every
It's
sunset.
both beautiful and tragic. Tragic if one of them dies, that is.
And you'll be reunited with your family.
Let's hope so. Come on. Wrap it up. I want to watch the episode. Can't wait for him to fully go back to his vigilante business.
And, wallets while you're at it.
Damn. Fight him.
Are you a hard man, are you?
Yeah.
Silly wee bastard.
Oh my god. I thought a fight would ensue, but gun works too. Works better. Fancy meals are so depressing looking often.
Hurts to just sit by, but I'm reaching for higher goals.
Could compromise with her for the sake of the relationship.
They'll turn on each other.
They're rats. Rats at the bottom of the barrel.
Feel like she might have to step up.
Whoever is left standing will come after you.
She has a point.
None of it is our concern.
But what if they make you involved? What if they make it your concern? It just, I don't know. It's strange to see him be so inconsiderate, I guess.
You're a blind lawyer who can fight.
Officer Powell.
Okay, so he didn't report them.
Well, doesn't exactly seem ethical.
Probably didn't want them to talk about it, but I feel
Honest, I
like
won't go to
he
jail.
could have gotten away with it. Nobody would have believed them.
I'm
But
sure
then
they
again,
missed
it's
the finger.
a world where superpowers are real, so maybe they would have.
He had this wild look in his eyes, and when you're a cop long enough, you know what that look means, and he starts running towards us.
Such an unrealistic story. Unless they're trying to paint him as a junkie, I guess.
Takes
Or
Colin,
maybe
he just
they're
pushes him
trying
in
to
front of the
portray him as a cop hater.
Kel Shanahan was my best friend. That's all over now.
Emotional manipulation of the jury.
I'm told you have a black eye. I hope everything is okay. Meaning you and your partner were alone on the platform.
Yes.
Time to introduce the
Language.
witness. But is the court
That's
gonna
right.
believe some random guy? He could be lying,
Okay, so you're alone.
could be
The buskers were
bribed.
passing. You ever met a man named Nicky Torres?
Uh-oh.
Used to
The
work with you.
cop
and
should have
Shannon directly.
seen this coming, or at least contemplated it, seeing that Matt was in the guy's apartment before him.
Torres cannot testify.
Well, who's gonna stop him? Nobody. He's got Daredevil on his side. They put him in a suit. I didn't recognize him at first. Appearances are definitely important in a situation like this. Matt should have personally escorted the witness. I guess they needed it to be a surprise, so the cop would state that he doesn't know him. Now I'm really worried because there's no good protection for him there. Maybe I'm underestimated Cherry.
Open it.
Oh, is this a misdirection? A red herring? Nice. Where's that cop? I want to see him squirm.
What happened with that case?
It went away.
He's really exposing
out
his
sometimes.
criminal activity for
And
this.
were you passing along the information to Officers Shanahan and Powell?
Are there even any records of him being an informant though? And if there are, they can probably be scrubbed.
Remembering you're under oath.
He's scared.
No?
Oh no! This is the worst thing that could have happened.
With great risk put himself in harm's way, didn't he?
Would he ever be given the chance to change his statement? That would mean that he would have to admit to perjury. I don't understand. If should have just not shown up at this point. Maybe he wanted to say the truth but changed his mind in the last moment because he got cold feet. But I feel like even though he lied, he might still be in danger. The cops might still want to just tie the loose ends and get rid of him. So maybe it would be in his best interest to tell the truth.
He tells his side of the story, the truth, and we hope the jury see him the way we do.
Good luck with that.
I sent back to Luca to tell him to pay Victor 1.8 restitution for the hijacking.
They need to communicate more in general.
Let's not fall into a place where I don't
Just
trust
with each
you.
other. Not go to stupid therapy.
Just for a moment. To build a stronger order.
But it is chaos before a stronger peace, or is it my penance? You're punishing me for
I'm
Adam.
not punishing you for
You're
anything.
leaving me out in the cold.
I feel like they
Thank you for
were
your patience.
making more progress just arguing like that. They don't need this middle woman.
On a studio in the South Bronx. It's not much.
She didn't know.
I was going there to put the flowers there for the next day.
Because you wanted to surprise your wife.
He's a romantic, judging
You're
by
heading
that
into the station.
story about the
What happens
frogs
next?
and this.
Beating on me, and I tried to fight them off, and then all of a sudden one of them slipped and fell into the tracks.
Very unfortunate series of events.
You decided to risk your own safety to help a stranger. Wasn't the first time, was it?
Is he gonna tell them about the white tiger identity?
Because he was in trouble.
You intervened that night because you're a hero.
Matt, don't do this.
Mr. Ayala, yes or no? Are you the vigilante known as the White Tiger?
Wasn't he fighting to hide that information? He's going off the rails. What is his plan? I guess he's trying to portray him as a hero, and I was thinking even before this that that is how I would see it.
You misled me.
More evidence of
You made
him being
representations
heroic,
to me.
but a lot of people
You
in the
lectured me
city
about what's right and
see
wrong, and
vigilantes
then you have the nerve
in
to
a bad
stand up and
light.
make 'em-
Plus, it
What
can
happened to all
add
that lofty
more
rhetoric about
evidence to
unfairly
him
biasing the
being
jurors?
a potential
Ultimately,
cop
this case,
hater,
but it-
because it's kind of like
It's
cops
well
have
within
put
Is there a division
an
of
opposite side from
hypocrisy at Murdoch?
vigilantes, law and order on one side and
Strike this from the record.
vigilante justice on the other.
You're not going to be able to stumble into traffic court without one of them up your ass. I hope it was worth it.
Is this part of a bigger plan,
think
or was
that
this just
Mr.
an
Ayala's
emotional
gonna get
decision on
hurt.
Matt's part?
Chose me. Might as well ask me to stop breathing.
There are other ways to help. Other ways to contribute.
That's what he tells himself. Also, he's preaching about not being a vigilante, but he exposed him for it. It's like it will always be known now. It will always be part of his life. He's telling him to go back on it, but he's the one who revealed it. That's kind of ironic. Like, how can he ever leave it behind him now?
He saved our lives.
A few weeks ago, I was leaving work. It was late, and I have to cut to this alley to get home.
What they're doing right now, though, it is a very good
I was so
idea.
scared.
But it's probably given Hector more reasons to not abandon that path. Hearing all those people being grateful and how he saved their lives.
All of these tell a different version of the same story. And it isn't the story of a man who has a vendetta against the police.
Okay, discrediting the
In fact,
dirty
I think
cops
many of the people in
and
this room
building
consider
up
White
good
Tiger to be an ally.
reputation of the accused.
It's the right thing to do.
Damn straight it is.
Police said Hector
Stand by your
attacked.
convictions.
Would any of you walk into battle with one arm tied behind your back? I wouldn't.
He walks into battle blind though.
He's a hero. Thank you.
Is this gonna be enough?
Good people can do bad things. Bad people
That is
can
true.
do good things. Humans. All of us.
There's
We're...
always shades of gray.
Do you know what happens to a person when they get hit by a train? Your body twists up like a circus balloon full of blood. But here's the kicker. You're still alive. You don't actually die until they back the train up, and then your body, it just bursts.
Really? That sounds crazy.
They're officers of the law. They took an oath to protect, even in the face of danger.
Both sides have some strong emotional arguments, and that's exactly what you
Without
need
a
when
mask.
it's the jury that's deciding your
If
fate.
Hector's sole intent was
I
to
always
do
thought
good
it was
for
kind
his...
of crazy that it's based on that
The
and
last
not
time
just
I checked.
evidence and facts. But then again, if we are basing everything on evidence and facts here, then Hector's screwed. Everything logically is against him because the witness didn't testify, or rather testified and claimed to not be there. He didn't throw it away. He's still holding on to the past.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
It's gonna be bad.
The jury finds the defendant
Guilty.
not guilty.
What? Really? Is it gonna
Count of
be...
manslaughter in the first degree.
Oh, not
The
guilty?
jury finds the defendant
Oh
not
my
guilty.
god. I can't believe this. I'm actually so shocked. This is so unexpected.
Congratulations, buddy.
Mr. Ayala, you're free to go.
It's crazy.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
But maybe in a way it makes sense, because if he was declared guilty, then I feel like it would just be over. Like, how would Matt ever get him out? But now I think the cop's gonna come after him or something, and maybe Matt would have to step in, help him. He's probably angry that Matt helped another vigilante, but they just agreed to not go back to their ways, and Fisk already has by threatening that one guy, while Matt still hasn't donned the suit again.
A well-won case, and
that place is so dark. Darkest kitchen, the darkest place just in general. I guess for him it doesn't matter.
Now, a masked vigilante, a murderer,
He's triggered
is
about
allowed
that.
to roam the streets.
But clearly the outlook on vigilantes is not as negative as I thought it might be. And that's exactly why Hector has been deemed not guilty.
A man who wears a mask to cover his face is a coward.
Well, now everyone knows that it's him, so... He could have assumed a different identity if he actually wanted to hide behind a mask. But he came back to White Tiger and fully knowing that everyone knows it's him. Wait, what? Oh my god! Oh my god, I did not think that it would happen like this. I had a thought when they were exiting the court that maybe somebody just gonna like shoot him. And I was scared of that, but then it didn't happen. And oh my, it's him! It's the Punisher! Oh my god. I really wanted him to be in the show. I wanted him to appear in this episode, but I thought he wouldn't. But then he did, but in the worst way possible. Poor Hector. I really thought that even though people gonna try to kill him, that Daredevil's gonna help him. Maybe that would be how he comes back to being Daredevil. But guess not. Guess he's just dead. But then again, actually this might be the push. This might be the trigger, the catalyst of how Matt is gonna go back to being Daredevil. He might need to confront Punisher. Oh my god. That is awful. Poor guy. He was a really good person, and it seemed like he was about to reconcile with his wife after she knew that what he was doing for her, and just listening to the stories about her husband being a hero. I think things were looking up, and now he's just gone. He's just dead in a second, in a heartbeat. Maybe he should have actually changed his identity to another. Oh my god, this is tragic. Can't even be properly happy about Punisher being back into the mix because of the role he played. I'm still excited to see him, of course. That was sad and unfair, but such is life. Well, I enjoyed this episode. Things are definitely picking up, or rather, I would say it was again a slow one, but I was interested in what was going on. Can't say that I've at any point felt like, oh my god, when is this gonna end? So that's good. And then the ending was really shocking and makes me excited for the rest of the show, so that's good. Punisher is an amazing character. He definitely makes whatever show he's in much better, so I am excited to see him just by himself as well as interacting with Daredevil. Can't wait for the next episode, and I hope that you enjoyed the reaction to this one, and if you did, like and subscribe and maybe leave a comment. But for now, bye.